everyone, and welcome back to Mechanical Rain Season 2, Planetfall. The last episode, well, shit hit the fan. Yeah, definitely go back and check out last episode if you hadn't yet. It is, things just go haywire. Will our team be able to improve their current status, or will it continue to just go downhill? Well, let's get back to the story and find out.
Verna, you have just been scooped up in the arms of Achilles and are flinging now in the opposite direction that you were falling a second ago.
Verna's definitely, at this point, thinking about her family and Allenby. So since she has communication with Allenby, she's going to be on there like, Allenby, you got to get to the escape pods. You got to just get there. But she's then going to say, look, if you ain't going to go to the escape pod, you got to get my family. You got to help me get them out of here. So then hopefully Allenby's going to like respect that. But Verna's also going to try to go get her family, even though they tell you not to run into a burning building. She absolutely is going to do that. So she's going to try to like wriggle away from Achilles.
Ain't gonna happen.
Completely ruining any superhero pose that might have been struck.
Yeah. Unintentionally, I rolled well.
Yeah.
Don't you ruin this for me? This is the greatest I've ever been.
No, I think at this point I know Verna well enough to know that that's exactly what she would do, is run into the burning building. So I will grapple.
And Verna's gonna give everything that she's got to get out of that.
All right, well, roll for it. We'll see what you get.
It's good to see that we have two idiots with hero complexes.
Oh, I rolled from a 19 to a 9.
What is it? Just athletics?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a 15 on my end.
Nope.
I'll take it.
No. What? Oh my god.
Nope. You're being held nice and tight.
All right, so she's actually full-throated screaming into the comms now.
Ow, my ears. Ow, my ears.
Where are they at, Verna?
Mitch, where are they at? I mean, GM, where are they at?
God?
Let's see. What do we got here?
God, Buddha, somebody, one of you guys are listening. Satan, you owe me.
They are going to be on the path that Isabel and Waylon and that guy are taking.
I'm heading their direction. I've got them. Get to a goddamn safe escape pod.
So at this point, Verna's still. She's maybe trying not to scream, but absolutely still screaming.
She's not screaming
and
back.
She's saying,
you started screaming, so she's screaming. It's a whole thing.
Girls.
I don't know why we're yelling.
And I will also add that this whole time she has been holding the French fries firmly in her hands.
Death grip on the
That
prize.
has not gone unnoticed. You're the true hero here.
That brings us to Waylon.
Just Tom Cruise
right.
running down the hallway.
No, well,
Chop hands.
that's coming. No, with the screaming, Waylon's gonna cut his mic off for a second here. He's still at the podium where he was talking to Bunny, and he's gonna say, "Damn it, Bunny! I'm sorry we failed you. I hope you can find peace sometime." And then he's gonna take off running.
Cool. You're following Isabel and that guy then.
Yeah, beer in hand.
All right.
I love it.
Nice.
And then
Another true hero.
It's the Bat Gray.
Oh.
It's not good beer.
Yeah.
It's just there.
after he does his little talk, he's gonna turn his mic back on.
So as you, Isabel, and that guy, you're tossing people into the not airlocks, into the
Holy shit.
into the escape pods and stuff. You guys keep moving down. You hear an explosion behind you, and then one of the doors slams shut, and you just see a large robotic hand, like in the hallway that is now venting into space. Like on the other side of the airlock door. Like you're not being
like
vented
glass
into.
see-through doors kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, come the fuck on, Bunny. You already are killing us all.
Above table, I'd like to apologize in advance.
I did nothing wrong.
That is a lie because it was your Blackwood that did it.
No, I thought Hajime killed
No.
Bunny, technically.
No, it was Isabel's Blackwood that just destroyed that hallway.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Oh,
So you see the hand, and you see, for lack of a better term, a handful of people just float lifelessly out into space from that hall.
jeez.
I'm really going for that PG-13 rating.
Now we're going for MA. Let's fucking do this.
At about this time, the ship kind of starts to list, and it's definitely leaning more towards the planet. And you hear Woodrow, I'm doing the best I can to keep it steady. Get as many people out as you can. If you can hear the sound of my voice, get to an escape pod. That brings us to Hajime.
If you keep saying it, makes you back to your shit. What the fuck do you think? Like, Hajime's talking to himself. He has not turned his comm back on, but he's just hoofing it down the hallway towards the hangar.
All right.
The only thing he can think to do is get to the landing craft and see if there's a way he can get a bunch of people that I'm sure are working in there onto that ship.
Yeah, so you'll actually be the first one to arrive. You're not going to make it this round, but you'll get there during the next one. And you're passing through, like, maintenance and tunnels and whatnot. You had pretty much a back route in, just based on where your lab was located and stuff like that. So unless you're doing anything else specific, just moving in that direction, we'll skip ahead to Achilles.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, after making sure Verna doesn't do Verna things, we'll kind of get back into a hallway where there's a little bit of gravity. He's not letting go of her arm because he's not dumb. I'll be like, they're fine. They're getting got. They'll get to an escape pod and or the hangar, but we also need to get there because those air masks do not protect against the vacuum of space, and you can't survive out there.
So about this time, you guys exit the stairwell, and you just see Allenby standing there, like about to punch through the door, using her robotic hand. Oh, hi, babe. We gotta go. Things are blowing up.
So, like, Verna obviously can, like, hug her, right? Like, she's gonna go and hug her. She's gonna be like, oh my god.
Isabel, you guys are running down this hall, and you are, you're tossing more people in, and you come to Verna's family's quarters.
I'm gonna kick the door in.
Yeah, the door is shut. But it's you know how to open doors, I assume.
That's true, but
Yeah. So you are greeted by Verna. Why don't you tell me who's in your family?
All right, so we got Mom and Dad. And then we have Sister 1, Sister 2, and Sister 3.
do any of them have names?
They do. They definitely do have names that I absolutely already came up with a long time ago.
They older or younger?
So Verna is the second oldest.
You could not make this easy on me, could you?
I love everything about
All
this.
right.
Stupid question. Make it easy for myself, and we can name them later. How do you pronounce Verna's last name?
Ziirdt.
Ziirdt.
Yeah.
Isabel? You've got to help us get out of here. My kids are terrified. Verna's father's addressing you at this point, and you just, he's got the youngest, like, pulling in his arm. The two oldest are, like, cowering behind their mom.
Isabel has 2 hands. She is grabbing hands, and she is starting to run.
All right, cool.
She's really strong. That's what she's got.
Cool. So you guys start making your way through this hallway again, and you get to one of the escape pods, and you set down the children, and that guy presses the button to open the door into the escape pod. And I need you and Waylon to make dex saves.
Oh, fuck. I'm good at those. I should be.
You both should have advantage on these.
I do?
You're a barbarian.
No.
Oh, you're not anymore.
I'm not one of
Chris,
those
you should
anymore.
have advantage on these because of danger
Yeah, it
sense.
says I have advantage against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Well, you can
So, yeah.
definitely see what's in front of you. So yeah, just right click on it and choose advantage.
18.
All right, I'm getting it.
You forgot to click advantage.
Yeah, what the hell? All right, I'll just do it again then.
That's much better.
So
That's
you
better.
guys managed to just barely grab onto one of these railings as that guy and all of Verna's family is sucked into the blackness of space.
Jesus.
Brother.
They're in the escape pod, right? Like, they're not just dead?
The escape pod had already been launched.
Oh, that guy, what are you doing?
The hallway is still venting. Isabel, it is still your turn. Are you going to try to shut that door, or are you following them out?
You bastard.
God damn.
Yay, I'm not the only one with trauma.
She's gonna close the fucking door.
All right, give me sleight of hand or survival.
Which one? I think I should be better at sleight because I'm really good at both of those. They're both. Oh no, that's +5. +5 for sleight.
I believe in you.
A gentleman 7.
All right, we'll resolve that on Chris's turn. Verna, what you doing? You have just come face to face with Allenby. You guys are moving down the hall.
All right, so she obviously super happy to see Allenby. Runs up, just hugs her, and I'm assuming we're all then trying to get to.
Yeah.
Well, Verna probably would be honestly still trying to get to her family if she wasn't, like, at this point I think they haven't been launched yet.
You don't know. Nobody's communicated that with you.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the chance to yell yet.
So I'm saying, like, right. So I'm saying, like, I think maybe she would know though that Isabel was getting them.
Yeah, you would know
so,
that
like,
Isabel's doing Isabel things.
Right. But, like, and that she was closer and that realistically, like, she could get them. So they can be running toward the escape pod.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that's all she would be focusing on, that and going over the comms and being like, do you have him yet? Do you have him yet?
Okay.
Isabel has gone silent. As soon as the door ends up shut, but however we're going to deal with that on Waylon's turn, Isabel has gone silent.
Yeah, so the more seconds that go by where she doesn't hear anything, the more she's going to, like, think about, I don't know if it's turning around, like, in directionally. I'm not sure if she would need to turn around, but she's thinking about, like, piecing and going to figure that out.
You're nowhere close. You're not in, like, even in the same section of the ship.
Yeah, we're in like we're basically in like the bottom of the ass end of the ship.
Waylon, you just watched that guy and Verna's entire bloodline get launched into space. You watched Isabel dive for the door control and miss it, and is kind of like pinned against the side, doing their best to not get sucked into space. You mean survival, sleight of hand, athletic, anything you can justify to be able to pull that lever and shut that door.
All right, I will. Am I being pulled towards the door as well, I assume?
The laws of physics says yes, but
Yeah, the laws of space says yes.
Yes, you're being pulled in that general direction, but you're fighting it pretty good with the roll that you had.
All right. Well, seeing that Isabel is right there at the door, Waylon's gonna kick off and like jump towards the lever to try and rip that lever closed. So if I can use athletics,
I'll allow that.
I would not. All right, I'll give her a roll here, and he's gonna try and grab the door grab the lever and slam it shut. Wow.
Yeah, that'll pass.
Oh.
Yeah, the DC was a 10. Isabel just rolled a 7.
Oh.
So yeah, you both kind of crash to the ground as like stability is returned to this hallway, and you have a second to kind of look out there as they're floating away from the door.
Isabel is going to scream, "That son of a bitch, that stupid little piece of shit, I'm glad I forgot his name."
He was just trying to help. He did his best.
he did his best.
I don't give a shit what his best was. They're fucking dead.
Well, I mean, not right away.
Damn it, Rob. I mean, Achilles. I'm just used to saying "damn it, Rob" way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
That's right.
I'm gonna watch and avert my eyes and kind of grab Isabel and kind of push us along.
On the plus side, they went quickly. I assume. I don't know how space works.
Mitch out here just killing everyone.
It's actually it's pretty slow.
At least they went quickly.
Okay.
How'd you may? You find yourself in the hangar. You just heard Isabel's blood-curdling scream. There are 30 people trying to ready ships. You just see one launched throughout the hangar. Probably full of full crew and as many civilians as they could get a hold of. There is one heavily armored one that is kind of your go-to. That is set off to the side.
Yep.
So I assume that's what you're heading for?
Yeah, Hajime will run to that one. He'll go past the other ships and be like, "Sardines! Think sardines! Pack in as many as you can. Ignore the safety limit on the side of the ship. That's for when it's regularly working."
Yeah. All right. So you get in there, and you move into the pilot's seat, and you leave the back the cargo open and whatnot. I assume you brought William with you.
Yeah, William's co-pilot. He gets plugged into a little slot that he sits into between the two front seats.
Oh my god, he loafs. I love it.
He loafs, and then I just plug a chip in the back of his head, so he's connected to the ship.
All right. Can
you even fly a spaceship?
No.
All right, cool.
Not in dire situations. Anybody can technically fly a ship.
Are you going to try to get load any cargo or anything like that into here?
Yeah. I think Hajime is going to go through a couple of toolkits, and if there's any raw resources pieces, he'll just throw them in
so
there.
you have the option of, I will let you choose 3 of 5 here. You've got a weapons crate, you've got a spare parts crate, food and resources. You've got a survival crate, which has off-planet camping gear, oxygen supplies, things along that nature. You have one that is just solid food, and then you have, it appears to be intake from one of the last missions. So it would be raw mineral and things along those lines.
Definitely the emergency camping kits, the food and provisions, and not the weapons kit, the raw resources kit.
Okay.
That's the second option you said.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely grabs those 3 above all else. Everything else is just kind of doable-esque.
All right, it works for me. This ship is armed for combat, so you've got a couple of miniguns, laser, tractor beam, standard sci-fi stuff. You make the argument for it. I'm more than likely willing to allow you to have it, within reason. So you're going to get that ship up and going. Achilles.
I'm going to make sure that Al and Verna continue to move towards Hangar 4.
Okay.
By whatever means necessary.
How about for now, just roll me a persuasion.
All right. I am actually not horrible. Nope. I'm a +1 at that. All right. Come on, high number. Oh, yeah, it's an 18.
All right, that's not bad. You managed to keep Allenby. Allenby is dedicated to dragging Verna off this ship one way or the other.
All right, robot arm, let's go. The Mr. Fister 5000 comes in clutch.
Yeah, so you guys come across a couple of civilians and whatnot, and you get them moving in the same direction as you, towards the hangars. There's not really going to be any escape pods on your path.
Yeah, we'll focus on getting everyone to the hangars, and just telling them to literally pick a landing craft. Yeah. And hit the autopilot. If nobody can fly it, hit the auto button, and it will land on the closest landmass.
About this time, over the speaker, you hear Woodrow, crew. It's been an honor. I've kept us afloat as long as I can. Listen to Beta Squad. They're in charge. They've got this. Hajime, this isn't your fault. And then just crackling as the comms go blank.
Why the hell would you say that?
Yeah.
There goes another string in Hajime's harp. That is his psyche.
Isabel, you have just made it into the hangar. Are you communicating the loss of Verna's family?
I mean, Isabel, her blood clotting stream was into the mics, so everyone knows.
Yeah, but you never made...
Oh, Verna definitely does not know.
Oh.
Yeah, you've done so many blood-curdling screams over the last 7 years. We assumed that it was a razor scratch or something.
You're so right. She is...
I stubbed my goddamn toe.
She is uncharacteristically quiet as she gets to the ship with Hajime.
Alright. So it's you, William, Hajime, a couple of random civilians that were working in the hangar have started to load into here. Waylon and Verna. That brings us to you.
Oh my gosh.
So she's on the comms, just trying to get a handle on where her family is. And I'm going to say too that she maybe actually didn't hear the blood curdling scream because she was so worried and so distracted. She actually accidentally muted her mic for a second and then realized it was muted because she couldn't hear anything and turned it back on and was like, okay, so we're back on the mics. Hey. Obviously for a moment she was like hugging Allenby and really happy about that. So she was distracted. But now she's back on this whole thing of like, hey, where's my entire family? And her mom, Vera, they all have names now. Vera. And
don't name them now. It's too late.
No, it's sad.
What, we
they
need
always
something to
have
put on
these
the
names. What are you
tombstones?
talking about? What are you talking about? They've always had these names. Emma, who is a little older than Verna, Janie, who is 12, and little Lorraine, because her parents really liked old-fashioned Earth
Lorraine.
names. Yeah, but we called her Lala. She's only 7.
She was only 7.
She
always
Verna,
gonna be
according to
7
Verna, she is only 7.
She will always be 7.
Hey, yo.
Damn.
She's biologically still 7.
And I want to say her dad's name is something pretentious like Hamilton or something.
Hamilton? Hamilton, really?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. What? What's wrong with Hamilton?
Nothing. There is nothing wrong with that.
Well, now there's something
There
wrong
is
with Hamilton.
nothing wrong
He's
with it.
not
You're
alive
fine.
anymore, but
All right. Waylon.
yeah.
No, Robert, don't.
Where you said I'm with Isabel?
Yeah, you guys have just made it to the ship.
Okay. Is this Hajime's ship or is this a random ship?
This is like the team ship.
Okay.
This is the ship you've definitely seen Hajime working on, like, hours at a time some days. Because he did
Also
the thing...
where Achilles does most of his graffiti.
Yes, there is probably most definitely graffiti on the outsides and insides of the ship.
All right. He's gonna run up if he sees Hajime, and he's gonna run up in like his typical like fashion, like, hey, are we?
Oh, good, someone who knows how to run this thing, and I push you into the driver's seat. I'll let you know.
All right. And I jump in, and all right, I'll jump in, and is this thing? Are we ready to fly? Do we have everybody?
You don't have everybody, but you're able to take off.
We still gotta wait for Verna and
Jesus.
Achilles, because then they coming here.
All right, that's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to a different one.
No,
Is that
no, you
not
guys
what we're
are-
doing?
No, we're going to the same one.
You're all heading to
Okay.
the same spot.
I'm gonna start powering the ship up a while then,
All right.
just to be as ready as possible when everybody's in.
All right. So as you start to turn things on, Isabel's Blackwood breaks through the hangar bay wall, and now is standing inside the hangar, looking out at the couple of the ships. One of them takes off and manages to clear the main hangar door there.
My fucking bird.
Yeah. And a couple of small missiles come flying in your general direction. Hajime?
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, I had to put it in there. I'll burn it. I'm gonna go ahead and reach over to one of the not important for flying panels behind the driver's seat, and I will go ahead and activate the ship's shielding mechanism.
Okay. All right. So it's just like a force field.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Easy enough. The missiles ping harmlessly off of it. Achilles, you, Verna, and Allenby enter the hangar. You see Isabel's Blackwood firing upon your ship. The back door still open.
Fantastic. Is there gravity in this hangar?
For now.
Okay. Then we'll just fucking run for the ship, and obviously I'll make sure that Allenby and Verna are being corralled. They are in front of me, lest someone runs into the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'll bring up the rear, and we'll try to make it to the ship. I'll go over the radios and be like, you can start the taking off process. We'll go, just start it. Go. Bad.
Yep.
So as you guys start to make it, You sort of dive onto the loading platform as it starts to rise and close, and another set of rockets kind of hits the back of this, flinging Allenby from the deck.
I jump.
After Allenby?
Yep.
All right. So now you and her are both sitting or hanging off.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to tell her to fire a grapple arm. And I'm going to tell her fire a grapple arm and take a deep breath out.
Okay. She manages to do that. Isabel, you are in the ship.
I am.
Yes.
What can I do in the ship?
Ship things.
Pray. Feel bad. I don't
Be
know.
real pissed.
You try to pull Diverna into the ship. She's just kind of on the loading platform right now. You saw her land there, kind of.
You can try.
I already let one person.
I will say sorry, sorry, just a small retro. You would hear over the comms whenever Achilles gets down there that you do hear him over the comms. I got her. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. I'm bear hugging Verna and pulling her inside.
So smart.
It's almost like we know each other.
Why is everyone keeping me from saving my loved ones?
He's got her. And because of the heat of action, you haven't noticed. You might not have noticed it yet. Isabel is weeping.
Oh no, Verna absolutely would not have noticed that.
That is a later problem.
All right. So Isabel pulls Verna off the loading dock and into like into the main part of the ship here, as opposed to like the little gangway loading area.
Yep.
Verna, you're now fully inside the ship. You see Allenby's grapple hook kind of attached to the inside, and I can assume that she's pulling herself up and in.
And now I have to decide what to do?
Yeah, you're in the ship now.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I'm Verna, I'm getting back out there. I'm getting out. I'm like, I got to go get her. I got to go.
Grab the fucking chain.
Hey, throw hands.
Right, like go help it. Go like get her up into the ship. That's what Verna wants to do. That's all Verna can think about.
All right.
And Achilles too.
Forethought. I like it.
Right.
I'm like the footer note. I get it.
So yeah, you managed to start pulling these two up in. They both kind of grab onto the deck here and pull themselves up. Wayland.
Can I see that they're up on the deck?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to start to close the hatch and make everything airtight. And we are going to take off. And if I can, I'd like to take a shot at the Blackwood that's shooting at us with whatever weapon we have.
You're kind of facing the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
Don't,
all right.
Don't pull a fat.
Not worth
don't
turning
pull
around.
a fat 180 just to get a pod shot off on a.
Yeah, we drop in 180 YYs. Let's go.
I wasn't sure if there was anything rearward facing, but
All right.
if that's the case, then I'm gonna close the airlock and we are going to get out of here.
All right.
And I'm gonna tell everyone to hang on.
Cool. So you exit and you start making your way towards the planet. We are going to leave initiative order here because we're about wrapping up for the night. I just want to see if I can give a little bit of trauma. Verna, roll me perception.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh no.
I'm perceiving dread.
Oh,
it's
no.
really good. It's a 24.
So as you are flying through the vacuum of space towards the planet, you just notice the little teddy bear that you had made for your sister floating past the main window.
Fuck off. Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah, so where's everyone? She's looking at everybody right now. Just anybody who's nearby. She's just
Isabel is unwilling to make eye contact.
I'm probably in the cockpit flying up front.
I'll say I'd jump into the co-pilot seat because I think I'm the only other one in the group that has proficiency in space vehicles.
Yep, Hajime's just putting final touches on a few things and kind of looks back and goes, "Everyone who? You're gonna have to be a little more specific than that." Because
my entire family.
you see, that's more specific. Good job. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to. Excuse me, I need to send a message to the ship before we lose contact.
I tried.
Well, no.
That bastard pressed the wrong button and launched the pod into space. without the door closed.
Well, that's not right. That didn't happen.
So sorry. I tried.
No.
And
Verna just sits.
yeah, Isabel is unwilling to look at you.
Verna just sits down.
I think hearing that, Achilles like stops and has like a small light bulb moment and kind of like looks over to no one in particular and be like, "Was my family on that ship?"
Jesus Christ.
He hasn't talked to his family since before they sent him to Helix Academy, because they won't talk to him because technically he's a criminal. So
Only technically.
yeah, only technically. It was jail or Helix Academy.
No, they were not on that ship. You would know that
Were they on the planet?
Huh?
Were they on the planet?
You would know that your family is the kind of family that's not gonna like just up and abandon where they came from.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
So
Abandon their child, don't abandon their mansion. I get it.
You got a mansion?
Fucking capitalist.
Oh, shit.
To cut the silence, Waylon pulls out a cigar and he pulls a second one out and just like hints to Achilles.
Can we actually smoke in here?
you cannot smoke in a closed in
I have not put good carbon scrubbers in this thing. It's made to take hits, not be a pleasure
Hey,
cruise.
I didn't. They're not lit.
No, it's the thought.
Just
It's the
chill
thought
out.
that counts.
Yeah.
You didn't show on the
Yes.
internet, that's fine.
It's the thought that counts.
It's about the metaphor.
All right, and let's put someone to bed. Is there...
You're just gonna knock Verna out? What the hell's going on?
No, Mitch, I would like to send a force self-destruct through the main engine if it hasn't already exploded. Because
Sure.
Bunny's made her choice, and Hajime's sick of it.
Sure.
I will also, for the sake of quote unquote giving advantage to his check, I will give Hajime my secondary code.
Cool. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll for that then?
All right, Arcana that?
Yeah, fuck it. I will let you use whatever skill you want for this.
Yeah, get that advantage for that 2-person destruction code.
Yeah, right?
Use
Oh.
athletics.
Let's go. That'll
and
do
a
it.
dirty 20.
Cool.
Just
So
a filthy 20.
you transmit this code and you see the main thruster of the ship behind you just explode, leaking debris and material and I guess smoke, but like no fire because space, into the vastness around you as it starts to rapidly lose altitude heading towards the planet.
I mean, there would be an explosion, but technically it would like explode and then immediately get sucked back in.
Yeah. So you guys start to then pilot in the direction of the planet because this is not designed for long-term, use.
I'm gonna send a rally point marker because I know most people are using the autopilots on both the pods and the landing crafts. So I'm gonna send the coordinates for a section of the planet that is approximately, as best as I can tell, out of the impact of where the ship is going down, or where at least pieces of the ship are going down.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to give you guys several options here, and you can discuss them and make this decision for next time.
I love it.
Do you want to land at what appears to be a polar cap in a small island chain that you guys can obviously bring up on your maps, a coastal area, a swamp, or a dense jungle?
I mean, personally, I'd say coastal area, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'd say coastal.
I'm an island guy.
For the meme of it, I want to vote swamp, but I'd vote island.
Cool. And I will base that decision off of that. It's not going to change much, but it'll definitely be more scenery.
Be flavor. Flavor's important.
It is. At this point, you hear over your comms, like the ship's comms, not your individual personal ones, the voice of Addison and his brother. Yeah, which one of you guys took down the ship? And you hear a couple the other guys respond, it wasn't me.
I'll go.
Anybody here from Hajime?
I'll go over the radio because Hajime's having a mental breakdown. Yeah, we got him.
All right, that's good. We've received your rally point, and we will meet you there as best we can. Not all of our ships are exactly maneuverable.
Anybody got eyes on Blue? I wasn't sure. We never actually covered where she was.
She didn't.
Okay.
She was up in the.
All right.
She was on the bridge. You're not
All
sure.
right, fair enough. Yeah, we'll set a general rally point for location to be determined for next week's episode.
Yeah. All right. And with that, we are going to call it a night. So before we stop recording, any questions, comments, or concerns?
Yeah, who hurt you?
What?
I said, yeah, who hurt you?
You've hurt my feelings.
God damn. You have murdered so many people. Now more people get emotional breakdowns at the start of another episode. Oh, dear God.
I think this might actually change Verna's whole alignment.
Oh, I love it. Yes, join my side. Become the nihilist. Let's go.
Isabel, how you feeling?
Bad.
That was the best way to say that was just bad.
It's a. I'm playing.
Hey, man, this is what most heroes need to get that ascendant arc.
Isabel has a hero complex and she failed. She's feeling bad.
Oh, buddy. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Look on the bright side. It wasn't your family.
It's true. Listen, that's true. Isabel doesn't like her family. She doesn't know where they are.
Hey, same.
Hey, at least, Verna, look at the bright side. You got like 7-8 years extra. Mine are definitely on a planet that has absolutely exploded.
Think about the found family you made around the way.
Hey, you gotta.
We have
My God.
we have fries.
Wow, Verna's really going to have
You
to look
still
at
got
that
the
silver
potato.
lining.
Yeah, you still got your basket of French fries.
She does. She's still got the French fries.
And just look at it this way. I get to kill your girlfriend later.
Yeah, I foiled your plans.
Yeah.
So I was fully expecting Chris to take off. That's why I told her to take a deep breath out, because it's the only way you can survive in space. And Achilles has the bionic lungs, so he can actually survive in the vacuum.
And I have vortex warp, so I can teleport people.
Chris, questions, comments, or concerns before we wrap up?
Yes. Does this ship have movable arms on the outside?
That'd be awesome.
The ship?
Damn. I was going to
No.
try to collect the teddy bear.
No.
I mean, if there's a roll for it, I'll get out of the ship and get the teddy bear. There's an airlock.
Oh my
You can
God,
shoot me out
my
the airlock,
heart.
Mitch.
No. You guys are already heading. No, you guys are already heading towards the planet.
Here's your last chance, Mitch. Put me in the airlock.
Load Rob into a torpedo tube.
All right.
Oh, man.
Wow. Things did not get better. Things did not get better. My goodness. I guess on the bright side, there is a planet in sight, so maybe they can... I have no idea. I guess we will just have to stay tuned for the next episode to see how this all plays out. Thanks again for joining us here on the Storm Gaming Alliance YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe so you can stay current on all things Storm Gaming Alliance. Feel free to drop down in the comments, as we are always active down there and we'd love to chat with you. And I will see you all next week on Mechanical Rain.
My fucking bird.